Or not, I know that he believes in his mind that the only reason he's the most improved player this year was because he got the most improved opportunity. And Matty has been, he's been a constant, and I think that he never in his whole career ever doubted what he could do. And for me, that is something for us all, myself included, to take away, because it's really hard to do. I think he gets that, and I get emotional because my family is extremely important to me, and my wife and my children, and I see that in their relationship, and his family and his sister and his grandparents have become part of our family, and we will miss them greatly. Without Matt's play on the court, which I can get less emotional about, we just real simply would not have been successful. And he and I have talked about this a lot, because I try to figure out how did he get to that point where he could get 19 and 17, or get the stop in the Loyola home game, or get himself, without having been there, done that in a long time since his high school days. How is he able to make that happen? And he looked me in the eye. He said, "Coach, I'm at peace with everything. I'm really at ease, and I'm really comfortable with where I'm at. I'm in a good place, and where our team is at." And I think as a coach, that made me feel great, because I felt comfortable that our team is in good hands, and we've got great leadership, and we're going to be okay. And they're fully invested exactly where they need to be. So I'm extremely thankful. He may be less thankful that his career wasn't 33 minutes played for 4 straight years, but I'm extremely thankful exactly how his career went, because if it hadn't, we wouldn't have gotten to where we got to this year. So without further ado, Matty McCall.
Be an actor. Work on this crying thing. This is a good spot to practice, so forgive me if I just get some reps throughout this. Let me start with the hard stuff first. There's really 5 people in my life who have been everything for me in my basketball career. I can't even look. First, my mom. When I was in the 6th grade, I had a basketball game, and I got in the car after the game. I sat in the passenger seat, and there's this guy on my team who was really good. His name was Cody Cutter. He was the best player at the time. And I hated this guy because he was the best player at the time. And he was dating a girl that I liked. So I'm sitting there in the passenger seat, and I'm just pissed off because he's really good, and I'm not really playing. And my mom, just sitting there, said, "You know, Cody Cutter, he plays really hard. He really hustles." And I just sat there like, it hurt me that my mom said that about this guy. And so from that day forward, I just decided I was never going to let anybody outplay me ever again. And so this is where sort of, there's one word I put on the way I play. I just try to play harder than anybody. And this is where that all comes from, just one day in this car. I gotta get off my mom before I start crying. My dad is a genius, actually. He approaches life in this sort of like really cold, like engineer way, where like, what am I trying to do, and what is the best way for me to get this done? And he just extrapolates this on everything. And so, like, I don't even know. I was like 8 years old when we first sat down and like made a plan of like, what am I gonna do here? Like, what do I want to do? And then we make this plan, like, I want to try to play college basketball. So then we sit down, here's the steps, and this is what we got to do. It's exactly how we're going to do it. Just really cold, really calculated. But he never actually tells me what to do. It's just always like, well, here's the pros and here's the cons. So you got to make your own decisions. I'm not going to tell you. But the one thing that I always remember when I think about my career, my dad, is I was was home over Christmas break this year. We were just in a tough spot, like as a team. Like I don't know, we were classed at 3 and 10. 3 and 10. It was just, it wasn't really fun per se. But I'm just home and I'm like, Dad, it sucks, man. Losing and losing, just keep losing. I don't know what to do. I don't know, like what I do. And for the first time ever in my life, my dad actually just told me what to do. He was just like, well, in 3 months, you're going to be an ex-basketball player for the rest of your life. So how about you just have fun? And I came back to school with only the mindset of I was going to try to have as much fun as possible for the next 3 months. And I think this is really where everything started to change for us as a team. It was right around this time. We just started having fun. Everybody started balling. We started playing Columbia, like tough loss, whatever. We just put it aside. And then really, Lehigh game is where everything changed for us. And I don't want to put him in. It hurts me to shout him out, but I gotta tell you, MJ, the greatest thing this guy ever did for us was he comes up to me before the game. He's like, Matt, do you mind if I just talk to the guys for a second before the game starts? I'm like, sure, I guess, whatever. We gather up. What did he say? I forget exactly what the words were, but whatever. I came out of the huddle like I wanted to kill somebody. And everybody did. We went on the court, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking at Austin, I'm looking at Dame. I'm like, there is no way we're losing this game. There's no way we're losing. I just had this feeling in my heart, like this excitement that I haven't had for so long to play a basketball game. This is really where our whole season turned around. It's right at this moment, I think. But let me get back. My grandparents. It's really easy to be excited to play a game when you have people who are just so proud of you, no matter what. Like I remember in high school, I'd be scoring points, I'd get layups, and I could hear my grandfather counting my points. Here in the stands, that's 7. And so there's 9. Now I'm getting into it, I'm telling the guy I'm guarding, like, yeah, there it is, there's 7. Just makes me play even harder. You know, I come out of the game, I just know I'm going to get this handshake that I always get from my grandpa. But you know, what's it going to be? Is it going to be a hell of a game, Matt? Which it was. If I had a good game, and then if I had a not so good game or I didn't play great, it was just you need to shoot the damn ball. It was never like, yeah, you know, get him next time, tough game. It was just like always, you're the best player on the court. Like, go figure it out. And this has been my entire family. Like, this is why I think I have such like wild ambitions and crazy dreams, because my parents just have always told me I can do anything and that I'm just the best at whatever I'm doing. And I don't even believe them, but they just keep saying it. They just keep saying it over and over, and I eventually finally start to believe them. And then next thing you know, like, you're graduating, you have no idea what you're going to do other than you're going to be like a movie star. And that's just how it works. I don't know if you guys know, because you wouldn't know looking at her, my grandmother is actually a big fighter. She got a lot of fights at our games. It's in high school, she got a huge fight. Looking up like, what's going on? My grandma's in there with a scarf. She's great. She cares so much about me. And I think where I get my passion for whatever I'm doing is directly from her. So thanks, Mom. Then the 5th person who's not here today is my AU coach, who a lot of you know, Austin played for. We have there's a lot of connections in the room with Coach Tony Sagona. So I get all these people who are just telling me how good I am at everything and everything and everything. And then I meet this guy. I go out for dinner with him the first time, and he's like, I tell him, like, Coach, I want to try to play Division I basketball. They're like, you think I can do it? And this is all I can begin my whole life. Yeah, yes, you can do it. I get Coach, he's like, well, no. He's like, you're okay, but I don't know if you're good enough yet, so you need to practice harder and like keep getting better. It's like the first person in my life who I was like, wow, I feel like he's actually talking to me like I can do something wrong. And so his greatest, what he's meant to me really is just, he was the first person to really taught me what it takes to play basketball at a high level. So now that I got all that out of the way, let me talk a little bit about the season, or maybe how the season ended, I guess would be a better place to go. I really didn't know if it was going to hurt this bad, but it hurts. Not playing hoops again hurts. I'm looking at you guys back there, because the day's coming for you. It's a miserable feeling, okay? The days following our loss against American, it's like me, Pat, Damon, we all live together, and we're just like walking around the room, like we're just zombies going across the house. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we even like? Where do you go from this? You know, your whole life, every decision you make, you weigh it against how does this translate to the basketball court? From what am I eating to, you know, what am I doing with my time? It all translates to how does this work for me on a basketball court? I don't have that anymore. You know, you don't have that constant thing to be weighing yourself against. You don't have like, I didn't get 200 shots up today. I bet Seth Heinrichs did. Like, I don't have to do this anymore. So what do I do with my decision? What do I do with my time? This is all things that we're trying to figure out. Me, Pat, Luke, Damon, like in the house. I didn't go to class for 3 days. I emailed my teachers. I was like, I could come to class, but I don't know if I'll be in class. Like, as it stands now, I'm trying to rebuild my soul in my room. I don't think I can come to class. I'm sorry. And a lot of my teachers wrote back like, okay. There's like, there's text messages circulating like the seniors, like, I love you guys. We're gonna be all right, all this stuff. And then I go outside, you know, I'm thinking like, it's all bad, but I'm gonna miss the most is that competition, you know? Just that man-to-man, like me versus you, let's just see what happens. That's what I'm gonna miss most. So then somehow we're outside, now we're walking. Damon picks up a snowball, and he whips it at a tree, maybe 20 yards off. And instinctively, I'm just picking up the snow, and I'm like, we trying to hit that tree yet? And now Austin's getting snow, so I'm watching these branches. And now we're all just whipping snowballs at trees, like, trying to figure out who's got a better arm, and it came over me. It was like, this competition's just never going to go away. You know, I'm not done competing with people. It's just all going to be in a different, sort of different form. As for this team, it'll always have a special place in my heart, just because I feel like we really accomplished something that nobody thought we were going to do. And although we didn't reach our ultimate goal, look at how far we came. You know what I'm saying? Look at the crowds of the team we were on our freshman year. Like, there was nothing. Like, there's more people in this picture than there were at every single game. It's just the way it is. Like, we built so much. You know, we came so far, and we came together as a team, and we really, all of our talents, just we continue to push each other, and finally, like in the twilight of our careers, it all turns around for us, and we start winning games, and now we're talking trash, and Ethan's talking trash back. He's not just sitting there like, oh man, I'm sorry. It's starting to work, it's all coming together. But I think the conversation I had with my dad at Christmas is really that I just have fun. You know, I was just like, either way this goes down, it's just drops in the water come 3 months from now. You know, let's just have fun. And definitely this year, especially the second half of it, I had so much fun, you know, with all you guys playing. Some people I have to thank, of course, Leslie. These guys are saying like they wouldn't be able to play. I wouldn't be able to play without you. I physically could not be on the court if you didn't help me every single day. So extremely grateful for that. Anne Marie, she's not here today, is she? Sweetest woman I've ever met in my life. Just why is she so happy? I don't know. I like to be around her because she's so happy. All the coaches, I have so much I want to say that I don't even want to say anything because it just doesn't need to be discussed. You guys know how I feel about you. You know how much I appreciate what we've done, what we did together, and what you guys did for me. Probably the one thing I'll miss most, I'll say, from my entire experience, is just waking up on Sunday and knowing that at the gym, MJ's in there, and so is Tom, and so is Jordan, and Garvey's in there too, and they're all playing. And now I'm waking up all of a sudden like, dude, we have to get, they just started playing pickup. We have to go watch this. It's got to be insane. I don't want to go into too much detail on that. Thank you very much, everybody who supported me at any point throughout my career. It's been nothing but a pleasure, and I'm happy to have worked with you guys in my career.
can all say